So inviting is not just when you are directly talking to people. Like you're sharing your journey. Anytime you share what you're doing on your stories, your posts, you're already inviting other people to be engaged, to gain interest, to catch their eye, to be able to relate to you. So when we talk inviting, it's not just simply sending a message. It's kind of everything. So you need to be showing up because that's what people are watching for. You need to share your struggles because that makes you relatable, and you need to, that's what's going to get them to watch you showing up, because a lot of people, their first thought's going to be, oh, this is just another scam. Oh, this is just another fun thing that someone's going to start. Someone's going to quit in a month type deal. So the average time frame that people are actually watching us, and before they actually do anything, either about reaching out, responding to an invite, responding to a follow-up, anything, is 6 to 12 months. So it takes that amount of time for people to actually see you consistently showing up for yourself in your journey, for them to actually believe you, I guess, and actually be able to relate to you and like be like, oh, okay, maybe this is actually something. Obviously, we all know there's a lot of companies out there that it's just buy our products, use a wrap, take a pill, you don't have to do anything. Whereas we focus on, which yes, that may work for some people, I'm not going to disregard that at all, but we actually focus on like the health side of things and actually taking care of ourselves and taking care of our mental health and personally making ourselves the best us. So I think that's what kind of helps set us aside from a lot of other things out there. Obviously, there's a million things out there. It's not like we're the only ones. So us showing up, us loving what we're doing, us sharing our passion, us also showing that we are real human beings and having struggles along the way is what's going to make us relatable. So when someone does decide that this is something they need change, we're going to be the ones they think of. They're not even going to think about going to Planet Fitness. They're not going to think about hiring a personal trainer. They're going to think about that girl that's also a mom, that also lives a busy life, who's still showing up and being the best her, and who has watched you transition from where you were when you started to where you are at that point. So inviting is not just sending a message. Inviting is showing up every single day and working on yourself. Again, working on ourselves is the number one thing as a coach, as a challenger. We need to be able to put the time into ourselves and not just everyone else. So before you actually even start inviting, you need to be showing up. Showing up's the biggest thing. You're going to hear that throughout the entire journey, that if you're not showing up, you're not going to get results. You're not going to have a good health and wellness journey that you want, and you're not going to have the business side of things. You can't be on and off. You can't just not do things. You can't just share 2 days and expect everyone to know what's going on. You have to be doing it consistently. So once you are starting to send invites, which you can start whenever, that's when your business is going to actually start. It seems scary. You're always going to have that little gut fear. Honestly, I still have people that I like hesitate even sending to. Like there's people that I click on their name, and let me tell you, 85%, I don't want to say 90% of the people that I am petrified to send an invite to have been the easiest people and the people that have actually signed up, like by far. And I'd say in the last 2 months, I've started being like, screw it, I'll send it. And those have been the people, my most recent people that have signed up, is the people that I was the most scared to reach out to. So send it. They're not going to judge you. If they do judge you, who cares? So that's just kind of that. But one of the big things is don't assume that you know what they're looking for or what they need or what their solution is. You need to ask them and you need to talk to them. So you cannot assume that this is just that they need to lose weight and that this program is going to be the best thing ever for them. You cannot assume that this nutrition the ultimate portion fix is going to be the best thing for them, because maybe 2B mindset is going to be the best thing. What works for you may not work for them, and you need to get them talking. We're not going to always know, but talking to them and actually caring about them is what's going to get them to be like, oh, she's not just trying to sell me something. She actually cares about what I'm doing. Let me get 1 second. I have to count this. Sorry, I lost my house key the other day. So always ask questions. So an example would be when I reach out to someone, I say, hey, I don't know if you saw my story or not. I opened up 10 spots for my February fitness group. Would you like some details on joining me? I like to be upfront. I don't like to beat around the bush because that's how I would be invited. And when they respond, yeah, I'd love details, or maybe what's it about, I always say, there's a few things where I'll be like, well, there's actually a couple options. What are your goals? Weight loss, routine, toning, nutrition is typically the 4 examples I give them. That gets them talking, that gets them figuring out what they want. Typically, it's like a combination of all. Nutrition's almost always on there. Toning's always, like, they're always on there. Everyone always wants everything. But you need to be asking that. And then my next question is, okay, great. How much time a day do you have to put towards a workout? Some people have 20 minutes and some people have 3 hours. So you need to talk to them because obviously if they only have about 30 to 40 minutes a day, they're not going to be doing 80-day obsession that's an hour long. But if they have that time, it's a great program, get them into it. So you need to be talking to them. Again, don't assume anything. Don't assume that the shakes are going to be perfect for them. Don't assume anything like that. There are people that are instantly like, I hate the shakes. I've already tried it. Great. You don't have to use the shakes. Let's sub that out for Energize and Hydrate or the Recover package instead. Like, again, don't push for things that they don't want. We're not here to sell them things. We're here to actually help them. So yes, push that challenge pack because that's what's going to get them the best success. But if they're not going to drink that shake, don't have them get the shake. Have them do the other options. So you're going to kind of find that out through talking to them, through asking what they want and everything else. So you kind of need to ask questions. Even like one of the girls I signed, we literally had like a whole hour conversation about how we love tacos, we love food, and that like we could eat tacos every single day. That's how I asked the questions. Like I sent her the invite. She was one of the ones I was the most scared to send my invite to. She's like, yeah, I would love information. I asked her those 2 questions. We talked about tacos for an hour. She signed us a challenger with Barb Blend. Like, relate to them. You need to talk to them. Again, we're not just selling. Be interested in their life. Be interested in their journey. Like, a lot of people will be like, well, I've tried other things. Okay, what were those other things? What didn't work out with that? Like, I've had people be like, a girl I'm talking to right now is like, yeah, I've tried so many things and I just can't stick to it. Okay, well, what, honey? Daddy is home. So talk to them. I was like, what, did you have an accountability group? Nope, none of them had an accountability group. Awesome, people lay down. None of them had an accountability group. She said all the people that signed her up sold her something and just left her hanging. No one checked in on her. No one asked her how things were going. No one told her what to do with anything. There was just nothing. Like, she was just, they took her money basically and they went with it. They just left her hanging. That's not what we're here to do. First comes getting our challengers results. First comes getting them to like feel the way we do at this moment, like feel the way we're feeling about how much we love our journey. And then the money is a bonus. Obviously it comes along with it and it's pretty great and we all want money, but we're not here just for their money and they come first. So get to know them, talk with them. Don't just push sales. Obviously, if you are like, hey, this person wants nutrition, but also wants the workouts, only has like 20 minutes a day, but you don't know what program would be best for them. 1, reach out to the groups. 2, there's that filter on the Beachbody On Demand. If you don't know how to use it, let me know. We'll figure that out. Or we have a Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand challenge pack. So you can get just Beachbody On Demand with the Shakeology as a challenge pack without it being program specific. So that is an option, so that you can just be like, well, we have this challenge this challenge pack or this option that comes with all the superfoods. It still comes with our accountability group. It still comes with the coach, and it still comes with all Beachbody On Demand, and you can just kind of try out a few programs, see what you like. So it does not have to be program specific. You also need to be yourself. So what I send to people may not be what you send to people as an invite. If you don't, like, if you wouldn't go up to someone and be like, hey girl, how you doing? Don't send a message saying, hey girl, I'm opening up positions, because people are going to be like, wait, I've seen your posts. I've seen you in person. That's not you. Oh, you're selling me something. You need to use your words. So if I send you an idea for an invite, or you find an idea for an invite in the group, change it up, use your own words, because you need to be, again, yourself, because you are a human being that is relatable, and they need to know that they're talking to you and not just an automated message that you send to everybody. So also, sometimes I personalize it. Like, let's say someone got engaged, or someone posted that they were struggling with their food, be like, hey, or congratulations on the wedding. I saw you were struggling with the nutrition aspect. Would you be interested in finding out about our upcoming program? Because you can just do nutrition. You don't have to have the workouts. We have the nutrition programs. There are challenge packs, and they don't have to have Beachbody on demand. Use our resources. If somebody doesn't want the workouts, don't push the workouts. There's no reason for that. They're not going to use it. They're just going to be spending extra money. Use the nutrition program. So like I said, sometimes I personalize it. Sometimes I'll throw things in there like, oh my gosh, vacation looked amazing. I saw you were having issues with the bloating afterwards. Would you like some details on our 3-day refresh? Anything like that. Just be interested, connect, be yourself. Use your own words. Again, don't say, hey girl, if you would never say that ever in your life. Like, it's okay to be like, hey Courtney, hey whatever, or just hey. So, like I said, sound like you. Also, send the invites. The next thing besides everything, the next thing besides sharing your story and like the whole idea of inviting is you need to actually invite. Like, get past that fear. If you want to start with 2 a day, start with 2 a day, because 2 is better than 0. I'm going to tell you, if you're only sending 2 invites a day, you're not going to be rank advancing anytime fast. You're not going to be bringing in an income, and you're not going to be helping your challengers as much. Obviously, that one challenger that may sign up that month is going to have a life change, and that's worth it 100%. But if you want to go all in and you want to have financial freedom, and he just stepped outside, bud, and rank advancement and everything else, you need to be sending the invites. You need to be pushing further. I want to tell you that if you say you want to send 10 invites a day, send 20. If you want to send, like, reach out to 20, like let's say you want to sign 2 coaches a month, reach out to like 30 of them. You need to be doubling your numbers. Push past that fear, because if it doesn't scare you, it's not a big enough goal. It's not a big enough number. So do it. Get past the fear of inviting. You aren't going to say anything wrong. There's no wrong thing to say. You just need to start actually saying it, because people aren't going to reach out to you. The majority of the people are not going to reach out to you. You need to reach out to them, because they're too scared. And once people want to be invited to things, people want to feel included. So you need to invite them, because that's what's going to get in there. So inviting, you have to invite. You can know all the details. You can know nothing about inviting, and you can know all the things about inviting, and none of it matters unless you are inviting. So start inviting right now. Send those people invites. Like I said, the average person watches you 6 to 12 months of your journey consistently before they will probably even respond to your invite. So follow-ups is just as important.
Mom, what are you doing?
Go watch them. So you need to like plant the seed with that invite. I'm going to tell you, over 50% of those invites are probably not going to even respond to you the first time. So you're going to plant the seed. You're still going to follow up with them. You're going to be like, hey, checking in to see if you saw my last message and if you wanted details. 25% of them are going to be like, oh my God, I was so busy at work. Yeah, send me details. Or, yeah, totally read your message, but just lost track of time. I'm going to pass this time, but maybe next time. That's good. A no is still good. Do not set yourself up to think that everyone is going to want to be in on this journey right away. Do not set yourself up in that mindset. Expect no's and know that no's are good. Embrace the no. Don't get defeated. The no's are good. So I kind of like to look at it as a flower. You want to plant the seed, the follow-ups, you want to water that seed, you want to water that plant. And at the end, after that year of them watching you, that flower is going to bloom. They're going to become a challenger, and they're probably going to be the best challenger you've had. So continue to follow up literally until they pretty much tell you to get lost or block you, because they are watching. If they're consistently watching your posts and watching your stories and you're sending them messages, they're clearly still interested. So they wouldn't be watching all your videos on your stories if there was not any type of them that wanted to know what was going on. So send the invite, plant the seed, follow up. Now, the real question is, who do I invite? I do not cold message. I don't go pick people off of the street. I don't go find a random person that is not following me, that is never engaged with me, and invite them. I don't do that. I'm not about cold messaging. Our team is not about cold messaging. The top coaches are not about cold messaging. This is not how our company runs. This is not how we do this. This is not how we are going to help people. Who we invite is people who are already watching our journey. Hence the reason I don't have to go ask about their dog or about their friend that visited them 6 months ago to get to know them, and to get them to engage with me, because they're already watching my story. They already know what's going on, so I don't need to make that. We already have a relation. We already have built like that relationship up by them watching my stories every day. They already know what my kids like. They already know what my kids look like. They already know that I work out every day, that I drink go-go juice and do a dance, that I work in they know me already. So I don't need to even do that because they're already watching me. So I invite people that are watching my stories. If you don't know, you can click on your stories and it shows you everyone who's watched it. So I do that. And then I also invite people who are liking and engaging in my posts, as well as I just talk about my journey with friends and family. I don't obviously push it on them, but they can see my transformation mentally, physically, everything. So I talk about it because I'm excited about it. I'm excited to go to Mexico. I'm excited to be going to New Orleans. I'm excited to have a group of people that I finally fit in with. I'm excited to have a tribe that I check in with all the time. So I'm talking about it. So I'm inviting them without them even knowing that I'm inviting them. So you have people to invite. At first, you're like, I don't know who would want this. You have people already watching your stories. You have people already watching your page. So you literally just look at who likes your page, look at who watches your stories, and invite. Because you're going to be working also on growing your social media to then keep continuing having people. We call it your warm market. Especially in the beginning, you definitely have a warm market of people you haven't reached out to anyone before, but they've been watching some sort. Your warm market continues to grow though. You meet new people all the time. You're adding new people all the time on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever social media you are using most. So your warm market of people watching you is always growing. There is always somebody to invite. I invite about 15 to 30 people a day. And that's not including my follow-ups. That's new people. And that is just people that are watching my stories, liking my posts, and commenting on my posts. I don't cold message. So I am still finding 15 to 30 people a day to invite. So you can find at least 10 a day to invite. So again, big thing is invite and double all your numbers, like to the max. So if you want to go all in and invite. It takes like not even 20 minutes to invite. Literally scroll through your story, invite the people, click on their profile, send a message. That's it. It's not hard. It's a little scary at first. You'll always have a little gut wrench fear when you send it to someone that you're like, oh man, should I do this? Yes, you should. Because like I said, 90% of the people that I have had like a twister in my stomach to send it to have been the ones that have signed up. So send the invite. Push past the fear. That's, if you haven't caught on, being a coach is all about pushing past your fears, pushing past just everything, and stepping outside your comfort zone to be the best you, to help other people, and to go somewhere and reach your goals. So that's kind of inviting in a nutshell. So you want to be sharing your journey, because that's the first invite, is sharing your journey and showing up. Actually sending that invite, actually caring about the person. You're not just selling something. You want to help them get results, as well as planting the seed. So follow up, water that seed. And then once they sign up, we'll kind of go from there. But you need to be inviting. That is like number one. I know it's the scariest, but it's important. Alrighty. Do either of you have questions? No. Did either of you send invites today? No. Did either of you do the chart today from coach training?
So I was gonna do that at the 8 o'clock power hour.
Okay. Yeah.
You have to do mine now.
All right. So that will be something to work on during power hour. Allie is gonna post a new link for power hour